Hi, today's problem is color pattern in species of duck is determined by one gene with 3 alleles. Alleles capital H and capital I are codominant and allele small I is recessive to both. How many phenotypes are possible in flock of ducks that contains all the possible combinations of these 3 alleles? And for those of you who is familiar with ABO blood group system, it's going to be very easy to solve this problem. So I recommend you to stop video here, try to solve this problem on your own, and when you would be ready, you can run video again and you can compare your answer with my answer and explanation. For those of you who is not familiar, I will show you how to solve this problem, so later you can solve many analogous problems in the ABO blood group system also. And so let me start, and let's list all 3 alleles first, and to make solution of this problem more easy and visual, let me assign a color for each allele. For example, capital H allele, this is going to be pink color, and capital I allele, let's stand for the blue color, and small I allele, let's stand for the white color. So how many different genotypes and phenotypes possible? And let me also build small table. So this is going to be genotypes, and this is going to be phenotypes. So first phenotype would be pink, and this is going to be capital H, and this would be pink phenotype. Second phenotype can be blue, capital I, blue. And third phenotype can be capital H and capital I, and this is going to be pink and blue. And the last phenotype can be small I, and this is going to be white. And let's now list the genotypes that would make all these phenotypes. So for the pink color, we may have 2 genotypes. Of course, the first one would be capital H and capital H, and the second one would be capital H and small I. And this is, of course, understandable that capital H and capital H would produce pink color. And here we have a heterozygous form, and because this capital H or dominant allele would code for the pink color and small I allele for the white color, but because this allele dominant over this recessive allele, this heterozygous form would produce pink color. And for the blue, we have, of course, one genotype that is capital I, and the second one would be capital I and small I. So, of course, these 2 genotypes would produce blue color, and it's also understandable for the homozygous dominant, and here we have heterozygous. Recessive allele stands for the white color and dominant allele stands for the blue color, so this heterozygous genotype would also produce blue color. And as for this color here, that is pink and blue, there is only one genotype possible, that is capital H and capital I. Only one genotype would produce this pattern. We also can say that it can be capital I and capital H, but this is going to be the same. So, and for the last phenotype, that is white, it can be produced by only one genotype, that is small I, small I. So as you see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 phenotypes, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 genotypes. And this is going to be solution of our problem. And the only comment I have about this phenotype here, that is pink and blue, and we have this phenotype because we have two alleles, capital H and capital I, that is codominant. What does it mean? And that means, for example, if we have a duck and when duck would have these two alleles, capital H and capital I, so this is going to be phenotype of the duck, and also this is going to be a genotype, that is capital H and capital I. The pattern would be just patches of blue and patches of pink, but these two colors are not going to mix, so this is going to be spots just of two colors. And for example, if we have incomplete dominance and we have two colors, for example, one color would be black and another one white. In incomplete dominance, we would have an intermediate color like gray. But when we have codominance, that means that both colors would be expressed, but each color would form pure patches of pure color. So as you see, in codominance, we would see duck that is going to be spotted. And this is all for today. Thank you for your attention. Please subscribe for my new videos that I post almost every day. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please write your comments and questions if you have any. And see you in the next video. Goodbye.